What's good, everyone? And right now I'm out here in Charleston, the downtown Charleston, South Carolina area, and I'm at an abandoned buy Lowe. Now, of course, you can't see the label scar or anything on this place, but this used to be a buy Lowe grocery store. I've covered a few. Actually, I think I've only covered one of these so far, which is the one that was out in Hilton Head, South Carolina, in that one plaza thing that I did, which is pretty cool. But this is the second one that I've been able to do, and this one with the three arches is kind of iconic of buy Lowe, and honestly might even be of Piggly Wiggly. But to my understanding, this has been a buy Lowe, and that's all I've ever known it as. It closed when their parent company, Southeastern Grocers, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. And buy Lowe, along with a few other brands I believe to have been Harvey's and maybe a few Winn Dixie stores, closed. But buy Lowe was completely chopped, so there's no more. And this was one of the ones to get the chopping block. So we go and check this place out. I have looked on the inside of it, and I know that they use it for storage, like the city. There's a bunch of traffic cones and other industrial stuff in there. But I figured it's abandoned. I want to see this. I want to put it on video. And so that's what we're here to do. So with that said, let's go. Alright, so you do have to excuse me here. This is actually the parking lot of this old store is actually being used as parking for the city, and of course they have to you have to pay for the parking. There's a sign right out there that says, you know, how much you have to pay for hour, day, whatever. And that's all of these cars in here, to my understanding, are all monitored in some way by I guess a towing company or something. So there's active, it is still active, just the building is not being used, which honestly had me kind of hesitant to film this place because I didn't want to touch a building that might be, you know, used, and this one is, but obviously not as an active business. And you can tell by how absolutely filthy these doors are. There's a "We Are Closed" sign here. There was probably one here that fell down. I can't even tell what that says. But then here is "Our pharmacy is closing. You'll be in good hands with CVS," and all that jazz. So let's go and take a look in here. These windows are these doors rather, are absolutely dirty. Haven't been washed, wiped, cleaned off, whatever you want to call it, in a pretty long time. I apologize that it's so dark. Let's switch this lens so you can kind of get a sharper look in there. But we'll also go to the front windows. That's a good thing about these stores, is that they have a lot of front windows on the front. Can't really see through this one either, but you can see all the leaves, dust, and crap on this. So they probably just use this for storage, chuck stuff in there, and then leave. Here are the old buy Lowe cart corrals here. Parked my bike there, but you can see, actually came in handy. But you can see this little cart corral, one of them's mangled, but I'm interested to know why they kept these. You can actually see all the way over there, that I'll get when I walk around the other side, the attention shoppers. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Attention shoppers, actually, can we go a little bit more? Yes, we can. Look at that. So, but I'll read that once we get over by it and stuff. But yep, old buy Lowe. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but there is a freaking rat. Was blinking at me, or squirrel, whatever that is, right in that hole. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother you. You can just, yep, it went away because it didn't want to deal with me. But yeah, I'm not gonna look in that one. That's just another entrance to the door. But we can see in this one. So you can see all the way in there. Try to light it up a little bit so you can see all the way in the back. But clearly an old grocery store. It's really dark in there. I do apologize that I can't brighten it up anymore. Can we? No, it doesn't really help anything. I do apologize. It is about 5 o'clock in the evening, and with daylight savings time being, you know, not being daylight savings time, it starts to get darker. But you can get a decent look in there from this shot, obviously. Oh, the buy Lowe grocery store. Yeah, that one doesn't help us out, so we'll stay on this one here. But you got some boards and crap in there. Nothing really resembling a grocery store anymore, other than me knowing that this is a buy Lowe. And also the cart corrals, and these were for like carts. They used to go behind here. But yep. And that thing in the back, that might have been like for deli and meats and stuff like that they'd have in those open coolers and stuff, like frozen things. But I was never in this particular Bi-Lo location, so I cannot confirm that. But all of these aren't fixtures for the store. These are obviously, like, some of these things have nothing in correlation to a store, as you can tell with these cones here. Nothing to do with a store. These buckets that say Snaps on them, nothing to do with a grocery store. So obviously, this is being used as storage. So, yeah, I don't want to be redundant with the shots. There's also a car right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and go right by here. Might be an Uber or something. There's actually an open door that we can see on the other side, but trying to move over and get you a decent shot without having that much glare on here. These windows are really dirty, I do apologize. But yep, old Bi-Lo grocery store, completely gutted. If I'm correct, I want to say that this particular store, what does this have on there? Date issued August 2019. And it's funny because I actually, when I said that this Bi-Lo closed, was 2019. So it makes sense that this is occupied, but it's not occupied in an active business. It's really just being used for storage, which is unfortunate, but I mean, hey, I guess if it's being used, it's being used, right? Take a look in here. This is the only clean part in this actual window. You can actually see it says thank you at the very top, all the way in there. So, yep. Had a nice fixture on there that I guess is paying tribute to where this is located, which is downtown Charleston. I do apologize, it's really dark on this side, but that's what we are able to see in this side. I'm gonna go ahead and walk around, mosquito, on the other side, but I know that there's a kind of like a loading area. You can see these are lights for, I guess, outdoor shopping cart storage, and you can see this is what I meant by this sign here. It says, attention shoppers, our shopping carts will lock if taken beyond the parking lot perimeter, which is actually pretty interesting because, to my understanding, not many, yeah, there's a truck on that side, but actually through here, I'll show you real quick, was the loading area for this Bi-Lo that's obviously chained shut, but you can see right through there, a singular loading dock, or loading bay, and this is the docking area. So, interesting. I'm not going to get their license on there, but yeah, it's interesting because I've not known that many stores, businesses, companies, whatever, that have magnetic locking shopping carts. And it's crazy because you'd think that, you know, businesses would have those so that you can't just walk out of the store with them, but that's not the case. Not the case at all. So here is a quick look at the facade of the building here. I'm guessing the logo would have been right underneath where the lights are, those spotlights are up there. That black Expedition was almost like they were freaking tailing me, which is lovely. Love that. At the end of the video, I'll come back and get another shot of the front and the inside of the store, but I wanted to be able to walk around and try to get this entire building on camera before the sun goes completely down. Now, I was going to try to film another location, but I'm not entirely sure I'm going to have the opportunity to do that because you can already see it's getting dark and it is 5:20 in the evening. So, but yep, here is more of the Bi-Lo. I might have to stick with this lens so that there's more light on the actual camera. But you can see all kinds of moss, and not moss, but like vines and stuff, growth. Screw it, we'll take this. It's not that dark. So here is like a bus stop for CARTA. You can see CARTA is the Charleston Area Regional Transport something. I think it means not organization, it's an A. So like all association. You can see the sign right here, CARTA, Charleston Area Regional Transportation something. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. You could probably just look it up. But yep, here's the side of the Bi-Lo here. Interesting looking design for this one. It almost looked like it was a huge, like, to me, I don't know if that was the theme they were going for it, but it honestly looks like it was like an old it was like a market style, like an old big house market, which is honestly the theme, because if you go on different parts of Charleston, you'll know that there's a market that they have like every Saturday or something, and I honestly don't know if that's what they were trying to build and theme this as, but I'm not sure. For the sake of time and it getting dark outside, I'm not going to walk around the entire building, especially because my bike and stuff is on this side, but I just want to give you all a decent look at this place. So I'll zoom in for you. You can see all the way down this far end here, and then all the way over here. So nothing, I mean, obviously it's been tagged, and this behind here is actually what gave it away to me that this was abandoned, because I honestly thought that the reason that this hadn't been covered at some point in time, and also, you know, just how many cars were in the parking lot of this, is that no one was like, excuse me, was that someone was using this place. And with all the cars, I honestly would have filmed it a long time before now, but I just thought they're using it for something, so I didn't film it. But when I saw that there was a bunch of graffiti on the building, I'm like, no operating business is going to let that stay for a long period of time. And then I looked inside, and sure enough, all of the crap that you saw in there was in there. So pretty interesting. And also, one thing that I noticed, side note, not related to the building itself, in previous videos, oh, that was a squirrel, not a rat. But in previous videos, the stabilization was a little bit off, so like you would see my videos like go like that, and I hope that the S23 Ultras fix that. I might have to go in and tweak some things, and also I need to hold the phone more steady. But let me know what you guys think of it. I'm pretty pleased with it. I've gone back and watched footage in it to try and see, but I'll go ahead and give you guys one more look inside of where someone's like wiped their hands on the glass to try and see in there. Go ahead and give you a sharp look in there, right by the cones too. Like, that's a good job, Zach. Let's pick that spot. And then let's go to the window next to the cones, right? Oh man. So this is a decent look inside of here. Probably the best we're going to be able to get given the circumstances of it almost being completely pitch black dark out here. You can see an HVAC unit or an AC unit at the top of your screen to the left-ish side, right, like almost like a little bit off center to that ladder or whatever that thing is in the middle of the screen. But yep, that is this old Lowe. 445 something street. I'm not entirely sure what street that this is, but it's some street. And yeah, we'll go and take a look in this window one more time before we say adios. Yeah, it's getting dark out here. So on this side, I actually didn't see this because it's so freaking dark. On the right, there's actually, oh, and maybe this is where that car was. That's why I didn't show this one. On the right side, there's actually a little part that comes down from the ceiling. I think that's where the bakery and deli side would have been. Right, like, I don't want to here. I'm going to put the camera right there and look there. You can see it a little bit. Reminds me of that Food World grocery store I got inside of a few years ago in Hoover, Alabama. I want to get inside there again so bad. But yep, old Lowe here in downtown Charleston, South Carolina. So, with that said, I'll go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright everyone, that's going to wrap it up for me out here at this abandoned Lowe grocery store in downtown Charleston, South Carolina. So I hope you all did enjoy this video for what it is. I know that there wasn't a lot to see in there. It was kind of dark. You couldn't really see that much, but I hope from what I could get that you all did enjoy it. And with that said, thank you all for watching. Thank you for choosing Z-Man. And until the next video, be sure to make the best of your every moment. And until next time, from this abandoned Lowe, peace.